Well, hello internet, here we are. Well, we have ourselves part 2 of the Jayco build series. Well, it's been a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I cashed out my yearly YouTube earnings and bought myself a reciprocating saw. Between the reciprocating saw and a couple tanks of fuel and maybe a meal out, that's pretty much it for the year, right? I went out to the Jayco and started working on it again. The reciprocating saw sure made quick work of that wall. I know it wasn't heavily built, meaning like 2x4s or 2x6s, but it was so flimsy built that it was hard to tear apart, because when you'd hit it with your hammer, even your largest hammer you have, the wall would actually flex and move, and it made it hard to bust it apart. And I was hurting toward the end of part 1 there, and didn't really have it physically to give anymore. Well, went out there and cut apart the wall, cut apart the vent pipe that was in the wall going from the black tank to the roof outside. Cut apart the drain pipe that went from the fridge to the black tank. Then I focused my attention on the tub and tub surround and toilet. I first thought that I was going to list them for sale and try to sell them, but I live in a town of 30,000 people, and when I look on Kijiji or Classifieds, Marketplace, whatever, in my little town of 30,000 people, there's another guy trying to sell an RV tub and an RV toilet for like I think one's listed for 20, one's listed for like 40, and he's had them listed since last fall with no bites. Yeah, I know, with my setup, toilet tub, surround, taps, shower curtain, shower rod thingy, whatever else I could throw in there, it's almost like a complete bathroom you could retrofit into something else. But the headache, the hassle of storing them until you find the right buyer, then in what, 3 to 6 months? The headache and hassle of delivering them to said buyer, because, well, they won't come get them, because my luck with some of my other items I've tried to sell, they try to jam it in a hatchback of a little car and it won't fit at all. So I pulled the tub, the surround out, and, well, reality hit. If I thought it was bad underneath the bunk, it is way worse underneath the tub. I have no idea where the water was coming from. If it's coming from the black tank, or if it's coming from the gray tank running over, but the wood seems to get better toward the gray tank, so that tells me no. And there's no seams that are split, there's no holes in the walls or the roof where water can get in. My plumbing, as I mentioned, stays pressurized. There was no leaks that I could see, and the only thing I could think of is it's unrepaired damage from his hot water heater or hot water heater line or whatever it was that split before I bought it. There's a weird flexi hose, at least I thought it was a flexi hose, running diagonally from the fuse panel into the underneath the tub, then back up the wall into the other half of the trailer that houses the kitchen. And I'm trying to decide what to do there. I can do, I think, what I want to do, but it's going to require removal of all plumbing and all electrical. Or else I'm going to have to do something different to hide all of that underneath of like a false floor. I don't think I'm going to be able to cut or remove the damaged or rotten floor, because the walls and stuff appear to be set on top of the floor. So in order to cut and remove, you gotta remove the walls. And yeah, that's that. I don't think I have the capability or the tools or anything anymore to support the walls while I slide a new sheet of plywood or two under them, right? So I've been trying to figure out what to do with everything there, trying to figure out how to do it. The realization in the last couple of days of how bad that trailer really is making me second guess on putting another dollar into it. I don't have the ability to replace it, so it kind of has to be fixed. I know my camping season this year has been written off, because with the dentist appointment going on and a couple of larger events that are happening, coming along here the next couple of months, month and a half, 2 months, the camping season has been, was written off in the spring. And with the trailer being the way it is, well, it's the way it is, right? So I'm thinking of regathering, regrouping, rethinking on what to do. If I hack the plumbing and the electrical, the fridge won't work, the AC won't work, the microwave won't work, and those are the 3 items in that trailer that I like. I maybe could wire something in, but I really don't feel like monkeying with wiring or electrical, nor do I have the tools I used to do to safely, properly do electrical or wiring like I used to do. The electrical fuse panels at some weird angle, kind of see by the photo here, because of the bunk. I don't know why they put it where they did. Do you think they would have put it on the opposite wall where the closet used to be, or so, because that's where the bulk of the electrical is, and then just run a couple of small wires over to the fridge, because there's no appliances on the opposite wall where the fuse panel is. I need to sit back and reevaluate things and see where the future plans of this trailer is going to go. There's technically no reason why it can't sit in the state that it's currently in until, well, this fall or next spring. By next spring, maybe I will have been able to have saved up a little bit of money. Maybe by next spring things will be a little better. Maybe by next spring the YouTube check will be a little larger than I could afford the plywood and the 2x2s or 2x4s or however it's going to go. Maybe by next spring, well, the way the world's going, right? Maybe by next spring none of us will be able to do anything except what we're told by the voices on the TV, right? It's kind of hard. The whole camping thing is my way out, my escape, what I've promised myself every year, so I can get through the cold, dark winters that I experience here. I don't know if I should go buy a $50 tent off Marketplace or buy some $500 rotten, moldy tent trailer that's older than I am. You know, something that's going to give me breathing issues, or what it is. we're gonna have to sit, think about things and reevaluate things a bit. But it's kind of one step at a time, one day at a time. It is what it is, and around we go. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.